One historic card, 3 colossal matchups, and a monumental night where vengeance will define history. Triple main event. One night. No mercy.
Welcome to Los Angeles. We are live today at Intuit Dome for Most Valuable Promotions, Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano, Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, and Francis Ngannou versus Philippe Lin's public weigh-in. This event represents a historic moment in combat sports as MVP's inaugural MMA event and Netflix's first ever live MMA broadcast. The event will live stream globally only on Netflix at no additional cost to its 325+ million members tomorrow, Saturday, May 16th, from Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California. The matchup unites Rousey, the woman who shattered the glass ceiling for female fighters and became the face of an entire sport, male or female, with Carano, the sport's first true crossover star, in a highly anticipated fight that has been years in the making. Also on the card, lineal heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou returns to MMA to face Brazil's Philippe Lins. And the last addition to this massive MMA event, Stockton's combat sports icon Nate Diaz returns versus the king of violence, Mike Perry. This is a professionally sanctioned MMA event under the unified rules of MMA, with 11 bouts contested over 3 or 5 5-minute rounds using 4-ounce gloves inside a hexagon cage. Welcome, everyone, to our live weigh-in. We are here outside of the Intuit Dome right now. My name is Simply Scholes, joined by a couple gentlemen to my left. We have Tyron Woodley and, of course, Kenny Florian. You two know a thing or two about what it means to be in that hexagon and what it takes to come out a winner. I want to start with you because the fans need to know this. They've wanted this for so long. Ronda and Gina is finally happening. What do you think is going to go down tomorrow?
A prime Ronda Rousey versus a Gina Carano has always been on the what-if list. We're going to get an opportunity to see it go down tomorrow. They haven't fought in a while. We want to see if they still got it in them. When you look at what they've done outside of the cage, they've expounded, they've increased their worth. Now they're worth more in the cage. And they open up a lot of doors for mixed martial artists.
Kenny, I want you to break it down even more. Grappler, striker, let the folks know what is going to happen in there.
Yeah, not only were they the two of their, biggest stars of their respective eras, but you have an elite striker in Gina Carano. She was the best out of all the females out there, going against the best grappler out of all the females in Ronda Rousey. They were both so prolific at what they did, whether it was knocking your opponent out or throwing them right into an armbar like Ronda Rousey used to do. So this is your classic striker versus grappler matchup. It's going to come down to whether Ronda can utilize her striking to get to the clinch, not strike too long with Gina Carano. And Gina Carano, of course, is going to look to try to catch her as she comes into that clinch and see if she can get the knockout.
I mean, if this week has taught us anything, it's going to go down on Saturday night, and we're just hours away. I want to talk to you guys also. The undercard, not to be missed. We've got to check in with those fighters. Is there someone, a matchup that you're looking forward to most?
I talked to Jason Jackson, and I was really, really excited about his fight against Lorenz Larkin. That's a spark plug fight. He said, I'm equally motivated for this fight. He said, because I feel like I'm being slept on. But now I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out. This is a big platform. Yeah. Netflix is doing this big. These undercard fighters recognize that the exposure is there for them, and they know it's time to turn up.
Absolutely. We talked about that earlier. Netflix is changing the game with this. Any other people that you want to talk about on that card?
For me, Saladin Parnasse is taking on Kenneth Cross. Both these guys have crazy knockout power. For me, I think Saladin is a little bit more versatile as far as the types of skills that he brings into the cage. But Kenneth Cross has crazy power in his own right. He feels a little disrespected. He's like, everyone's talking about Saladin. No one's talking about me. Well, he's coming with a chip on his shoulder. He's looking for the knockout himself as well.
I'm just excited to see it. We will be there at the Hexagon again. It's going down tomorrow. But right now, we're going to go up to the stage and take it to Big Mo, who's taking on the weigh-in.
Good afternoon, good evening, Los Angeles. Welcome to Inglewood. Welcome to the Intuit Dome. We are just under 24 hours from the biggest MMA event of the year. The debut of MVP MMA, the debut of mixed martial arts on the biggest platform in the world, Netflix. And what we bring to you for our first card, never before been done before. 3 main events, a triple headliner. Francis Ngannou, Philippe Lins, Nate Diaz, Mike Perry, Ronda Rousey, and Gina Carano. And now, I'd like to welcome some very special guests that are joining me on stage. First, your favorite, my favorite, welcome back, the MVP event models, ladies and gentlemen. I would now like to welcome, from the California State Athletic Commission, led by its chairman, Peter Villegas, and its executive officer, Andy Foster, please welcome the commissioner, Chris Gruel, and the chief inspector, Mark Relier. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2 disruptors, the people who have made this all possible. They've proven that you can put on the biggest events in the world while putting the fighters first, and have made it their priority to change the game for women's sports. Please welcome the co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, Mr. Jake Paul, and the co-founder and CEO of MVP, Nikisa Venerian. And now let's start our fight card. We, of course, start with the prelim card tomorrow night. Live from the Intuit Dome, we start with a catchweight bout at 165 pounds. Introducing first to the stage, fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, holding a record of 16-11. Please welcome the human highlight reel, Brandon Jenkins. Official weight for the human highlight reel, 164.2 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, holding a professional MMA record of 8 wins versus 9 defeats, representing Stockton, California, Chris Avila. Official weight for Chris Avila, 164 pounds even. And now for the final time, with Jake Paul in the middle of them, Brandon Jenkins and Chris Avila face off. And now both of these two will take a moment with Ariel Helwani.
Brandon, they call you the human highlight reel. You have the honor of kicking off this historic card on Saturday night. Give us a taste of what's to come in about 24 hours.
You got 2 all-action guys kicking off the biggest fight card of all time. I mean, what could you ask for?
Can't wait for it. California, show some love to Brandon Jenkins. Now we'll have a quick word with Chris Avila. Chris, you've been around this game for quite some time. This is your reintroduction to MMA. What can we expect from you tomorrow night?
I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to put on an exciting fight and whoop some ass.
Can't wait for it. Good luck, Chris. My man, Chris Avila, Brandon Jenkins.
Let's keep things moving, ladies and gentlemen. Sticking with our prelim card, we now move to another catchweight bout. This one at 130 pounds. Tomorrow night, right here at the Intuit Dome. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner from Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. Please welcome Jean Masson Wong. Official weight for Jean Masson Wong, 129.2 pounds. And now her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, entering the hexagon with an even MMA record of 2-2, from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Aline Pereira. Official weight for Aline Pereira, 128 pounds even. And now for the final time, before they enter the hexagon at the Intuit Dome, Jake Paul will face off Jean Masson Wong and Aline Pereira.
Jad, ici s'il vous plaît. Jad, what an opportunity for you. You told us yesterday you kind of got into all of this because you saw Ronda Rousey back in 2018. Can you describe the emotions now as you are 24 hours away from fighting on her return card?
Yeah, that's really crazy. I never thought about that in my life. Because yes, she was an inspiration when I started. And now it's a big opportunity and I can just take it 200%.
Los Angeles, show some love to Jean Masson Wong. Good luck to you. And now we'll speak to Brazil's Aline Pereira. Translator, yes, thank you so much. Actually, I'd love for you to speak to your fans in Brazil and let them know what they should tune in for tomorrow and how you're feeling before this massive, massive fight for you.
Eu gostaria que você falasse para os seus fãs e o que eles podem esperar de você e como você se sente para amanhã.
Bom, estou muito feliz com essa oportunidade, muito feliz. E os meus fãs podem esperar uma luta bem agressiva amanhã. Eu estou muito feliz para mostrar tanto que eu treinei.
I'm very happy. My fans can expect a very aggressive fight tomorrow because I'm very ready and I trained a lot.
Obrigado, can't wait. Can I get perhaps a Shama? Shama?
Chama!
Shama, everyone! Give it up for Aline Pereira!
Let's keep things moving with the featherweight division in our prelim card tomorrow night, live on the most valuable promotions and Netflix YouTube channels. This contest is in the featherweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first to the stage, fighting out of the red corner, holding a record of 19 victories versus 10 defeats, from Reseda, California, the Belizean warrior, Albert Morales.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you niggas pop.
Official weight for Albert Morales, 143.8 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, he enters the cage with a near-perfect record of 8 victories versus just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, please welcome David, son of God, Magoyan. Official weight for David Magoyan, 145.2 pounds. And now for the final time, with Jake Paul in the middle, Albert Morales and David Magoyan face off. These two will take a moment with Aaron Hawani.
Albert, my man, a proud native of Los Angeles. You're so excited and honored to be on this card. Pretty intense face-off there. What's going through your mind as you're looking at your opponent?
First of all glory to God. LA, stand up. Let's go, LA. Let's make some noise. We out here, baby. Tomorrow, everybody's going to know that nobody does it better than me. Let's go.
They can come closer to close, right?
Nah.
Okay, all right. I was trying to finish the lyrics there. Worth a shot. Give it up, Los Angeles, for your very own Albert Morales! And we'll speak to Armenia's own David Magoyan here, translator. And I want... What's that? No translator. Wow, this is big. Okay, breaking news here. Well, I did want to ask for you to give a shout out to your fans back in Armenia. You could do it in both your native language and also in English if you can. Let's see if you can do it.
Barenzes, Los Angeles. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, MVP, Netflix, Jake Paul, for this opportunity for me. Jake Paul, brother.
Shout out to Armenia.
Jake Paul, brother. Remember me. Tomorrow you give me 100K bonus, bro. Let's go.
All right, he calls this shot. Give it up for Armenia's David Magoyan.
Moving along with our prelim card, ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at the welterweight division. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds live from right here at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the hexagon tomorrow night with a professional record of 12 wins versus 2 defeats and 1 draw. Fighting out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. Please welcome Jazzy Jeff Creighton. Official weight for Jefferson Creighton, 168.2 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the cage with an MMA record of 19 wins versus 6 defeats. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, please welcome the former Bellator World Champion, the ass-kicking machine, Jason Jackson. now, for the final time, before these two enter the hexagon tomorrow night, with Jake Paul in the middle, Jeff Creighton and Jason Jackson face off.
Big bands, flex up, stretch out, big man, 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 cause you get no murders out me.
And now these two will take a moment with Ariel Helwani.
Jeff will speak first right over here, my little office. I love the vibes between you and Jason. Heck, we could do this together if we want, but what an opportunity for you. You've been in this game for about 8 years now, but I think this represents the biggest fight of your career. What do you have to do to beat the former Bellator champion?
I gotta fight perfect for 15 minutes, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like I said yesterday, guys, I'm gonna go out there and just let my nuts hang, and we're gonna get the fucking job done. That's it.
He's gonna let his nuts hang, Los Angeles! That's the man right there, Jefferson Creighton! And now we'll have a word with the former Bellator welterweight champion, the pride of Jamaica, the one and only Jason Jackson. You always have such a good vibe, a good spirit to you, but you're about to go to war tomorrow night. What's going on in your head 24 hours before this massive fight?
Well, what's going through my head? I'm gonna run through my opponent, I'm gonna run through this check. And guess what? I'm just gonna do my best, nothing less, nothing more, just my best tomorrow morning.
Can't wait to see it. Guys, show some love to Jamaica's Jason Jackson!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a catchweight bout at 130 pounds, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds inside the hexagon tomorrow night. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner, undefeated as a professional, 11 fights, 11 victories, fighting out of South Brunswick, New Jersey. He is Turbo Pumi Nkuta.
Turn my music high, 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 yeah. You don't know what you're doing. Sure I do. I'm from the streets where the hood can swallow on me. Bullets will follow on me. There's so much coke that you can run the slalom. The cops comb this shit top to bottom. They say that we are prone to violence, but it's home sweet home. With personalities clash and chrome meets chrome. The coke prices up and down like it's Wall Street home. But this is worse than the Dow Jones. Your brains are now blown all over that brown brone. When slip you are now gone. Welcome to hell where you are welcome to sell.
Official weight for Pumi Nkuta, 130 pounds even.
We watch the cops hopping out the back of van.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the hexagon tomorrow night with a professional record of 21 wins versus 6 defeats, with 11 submissions and 4 knockouts. Fighting out of Brasilia, Brazil, introducing the multiple-time world champion, Adriano Miquinho Moraes. Official weight for Miquinho, 129 pounds even. And now, before tomorrow night, before they enter the hexagon at the Intuit Dome, Pumi Nkuta and Adriano Moraes, Turbo and Miquinho face off. And now let's hear from these two with Ariel Helwani.
All right, let's talk to the former A1 Combat CFFC champion. You know, as we talked about yesterday, Pumi, the internet loves you. A lot of people, if you know, you know. But there's people out there who may not have seen you yet. Who is Pumi Nkuta? Who are they going to see in action tomorrow? Let the world know.
Tomorrow night, with this guy right here, I'm telling you, this is the best pure mixed martial arts battle on the card. you are going to see an undefeated 11-0 prospect finally show the world he's the man, baby. I'm lightning in a bottle, one of the best in the world, and damn it, I'm gonna say I'm the best flyweight in the world, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I love it. Representing both South Africa and New Jersey, Phumi Nkuta. Now we'll have a word with the former Shuto and One Championship champion, the great Adriano Moraes. So great to have you here, Adriano, and obviously he has a lot at stake here. He's trying to make a name off of you. What are you trying to prove tomorrow as you fight the lesser-known Phumi Nkuta?
Yeah, he's undefeated for a while, for sure. Tomorrow night, we're gonna finish him, and Miquinho gonna shine one more time. Let's go! Brasil é nós que tá, porra!
Obrigado. There he is, the former champ, Adriano Moraes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the main event of our prelim card. The final bout before we go live around the world on Netflix. Let me just make sure we got security ready for these two. They stole the show at the press conference yesterday, and they end our prelim card tomorrow night. 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the cage with a near-perfect record of 6 victories versus 1 defeat. Fighting out of Long Beach, California, by way of Waikoloa, Hawaii, Jake the Barbarian. Official weight for the Barbarian, 171 pounds even. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the cage with a near-perfect record as well. 9 victories versus just 1 defeat with 3 submissions and 4 knockouts. Proudly representing Kurdistan, Ngannou, grandson of Saladin Fazil. Make sure you sort this out. Jake Fabian and Ngannou Fazil, they face off.
Cannot wait for this fight. They stole the show yesterday at the press conference. Jake, what were you saying to him there?
Just looking forward to putting all this bad blood and disrespect to rest. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be hitting them with some bombs, baby. Let's go!
Now wait, he is Jake the Barbarian, everyone. And now Ngannou Fazil, who definitely stole the show yesterday. Ngannou, I have to say, much different vibe today. You're a lot more calm, zen-like, if you will. What's going on? What's the difference?
Brother, tomorrow we're fighting. First of all, I want to say, Bishi Kurdu Kurdistan, praise none other but Allah. And let me tell you something. This talking is over. We don't need to talk. Tomorrow we're fighting, right? And we see who's the real deal. That's it. Let's get it.
Thank you, my friend, and good luck to you guys. Can you show some love to Ngannou Fazil?
ladies and gentlemen, we begin our main card. The sport of mixed martial arts comes to Netflix tomorrow night with our main card headlined by our triple main event. But before we get to those main events, we start in the heavyweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first to the stage, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, he enters the cage with a professional record of 5 wins versus 2 defeats. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba, introducing the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist, Rousey, the big boy, to Spain. Official weight for the big boy, 258.8 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, a legend of the sport, making his return to the cage with a professional record of 21 wins versus 10 defeats with 15 knockouts. Fighting out of Santa Catarina, Brazil, introducing the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Junior Ngannou dos Santos. Official weight for Ngannou, 245.4 pounds. And now, for the very first fight, first MMA fight on Netflix before tomorrow night, Rousey de Spain and Junior dos Santos face off. And now let's hear from these two heavyweights with Ariel Hawani.
All right, we will have a first word with the great Cuban fighter. Please, right over here, Robelis, if you can. Right up. Yes, there we go. Robelis, when you won your Olympic bronze medal in 2012, this man was the UFC heavyweight champion. I'm wondering if you ever thought that you'd be facing off against a legend like Junior dos Santos.
Cuando vos ganaste en 2012, tu oponente era campeón de peso pesado. ¿Alguna vez pensaste que te ibas a enfrentar a él?
No. Siempre quise enfrentar a una estrella de esa magnitud. En ese momento fue uno de los principales atletas por lo que me fijé para entrar a este evento.
So I've always wanted to fight someone like him, and he was actually one of the first persons who I thought of fighting to get in this tournament.
Amazing. Well, we wish you nothing but the best. I'm going to have a word with your opponent here, Junior dos Santos. Give it up for Rousey de Spain. Junior dos Santos, the legend himself, the former UFC heavyweight champion. The consensus seems to be, Junior, that this fight isn't going past the first round. Agree or disagree?
100% agree, you know. MVP knows what they are doing. They put in 2 strikers here, you know, to see a knockout. And every time I'm fighting, a knockout is coming, or whatever happens, a knockout is coming. And I cannot forget one thing, or a very important thing. Brasil, aqui vamos nós, é pra cima dessa turma, rapaziada. Netflix no Brasil, uma das maiores do mundo. Todo mundo acompanhando aí pra aquela força total. Vamos com tudo.
Can't wait for this one. They know what they're doing. This will be kicking off the main card, and we are expecting fireworks. Best of luck to you. To the legend, Junior Ngannou dos Santos.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving along with our main card live around the world on Netflix, from 22 Indo, we now move to the lightweight division. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner, holding a professional record of 17 wins versus 4 defeats, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Please welcome Kenny the Boss Cross. Official weight for the boss, Kenny Cross, 155.4 pounds. And now his opponent, making his highly anticipated American debut, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the cage tomorrow night with a professional record of 22 wins versus just 2 defeats with 7 submissions and 4 knockouts. Fighting out of Aubervilliers, France, introducing the 2-division world champion, the top pound-for-pound MMA fighter in Europe, ladies and gentlemen, Saladin Parnasse. Official weight for Saladin Parnasse, 154.8 pounds. And now for the final time before we see them on Netflix tomorrow night, before we see them in the hexagon, with Jack and Nikisa in the middle, Kenny Cross and Saladin Parnasse face off.
Sex, why? I made that bitch famous. I made that bitch famous. For all the girls that get picked from Kanye West. If you see him in the streets, give him Kanye's best. Why? Make that bitch famous.
And now let's hear from these two with Ariel Hawani.
All right, a lot of great outfits here today, but I got to say the World Cup 94 outfit might be the best. Well done, my man. What were you just saying to Saladin?
I said omelette du fromage, which is cheese omelet. That's all I know. All I know is everybody's talking about this guy's belts. I have 2 belts too, okay? I've been winning for a long time. It's the roots run deep. And tomorrow night, this motherfucker's going to sleep!
Can't wait for that one. This man is feeling a little disrespected. He is Kenneth Cross, everyone, in a massive, massive fight, a massive opportunity. Now we'll speak to the former KSW 145, 155 champion, dared to be great at 170. You have had big fights before, Saladin. Would it be fair to say, though, this is the biggest fight of your career?
Tu as gagné le championnat KSW à 66 kilos, à 70 kilos. Est-ce que tu penses que c'est ton plus grand combat?
C'est une news organisation. I'm Wally. Daniel Cruz. I'm super bad, man.
Je suis super content d'être ici et je suis vraiment fière.
En anglais, s'il vous plaît.
I'm very proud to be here and very excited to be here and very proud.
Let's use that French. What do you want to say to your fans back home in France who have supported you for so long? This, of course, your American debut, but such a big opportunity. En français, à la France, qu'est-ce que tu veux dire?
Merci à tout le public français qui me soutiennent, ça fait toujours plaisir. Voilà, on est prêt pour la guerre. I'm ready for the war, you know.
It's going to be great. Saladin Parnasse making his U.S. debut tomorrow night, live on Netflix.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at our main events, plural. 3 main events on the card tomorrow night, a triple headliner as we bring mixed martial arts to Netflix for the very first time. And now first, our first main event tomorrow night, live from the Intuit Dome in the heavyweight division, featuring two of the best heavyweights in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, first, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, he enters the cage with a professional record of 18 wins versus 5 defeats with 4 submissions and 9 knockouts. Hailing from Natal, Rio Grande del Norte, Brazil, introducing the PFL Heavyweight Tournament Champion, Felipe Monstro Lins. Official weight for Felipe Lins, 220.6 pounds. And now his opponent, making his highly anticipated return to the cage. Tomorrow night on Netflix, many of you may see him for the very first time. Let me introduce you to one of the heaviest punchers in human history. Ladies and gentlemen, hailing and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Cameroon, he is the lineal MMA heavyweight champion of the world. He is the Predator, Francis Ngannou. The Predator is back. Official weight, 257 pounds for Francis Ngannou. And now for the final time, our first of 3 main events tomorrow night, live on Netflix. Felipe Lins and Francis Ngannou face off. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the UFC legend and former world champion, Cain Velasquez. Heavyweight royalty on stage. And now these two will take a moment with Ariel Helwani.
Unbelievable scenes up here. Amazing stuff. Felipe, we'll start with you. What an opportunity, what a fight. We've talked about it ad nauseum at this point, but we now know there's about a 30-pound difference between you guys. Who knows what will it be tomorrow? How do you combat that?
Man, I'm feeling great. Doesn't matter the weight. I'm just prepared, and I'm ready for this big matchup at my career. I have one special thing that I'm gonna bring tomorrow night. I'm gonna put in my statement and gonna shock the world!
And for the fans in Brazil, watching on Netflix Brazil, what do you want to say?
Vamos, Brasil! Todo mundo aí na torcida pela gente! Vamos!
Thank you so much. Please give it up for Brazil's own Felipe Lins. And what a scene this is here. This is true royalty in front of us. Francis Ngannou, Cain Velasquez. Francis, what was it like to see Cain after all these years?
No, it's it's always an honor to see Cain. I know we fought in the past, but it was just a business. And as a man, I respect him a lot, and I love the way he stands up for his family.
Amen. And it's very apparent on your face how happy you are to see Cain, as are all of us. Francis, everyone expects you to just go in there and knock people out. There's an expectation when you fight that it's going to be quick. Does pressure come with that? Do you feel the pressure to deliver?
No, I don't go there with the pressure. I never go there with the pressure of knocking somebody out. Matter of fact, the only time that I went there with the pressure and with the intention of knocking somebody out, it didn't work. So I just go there to do my thing, and it happened randomly. And I think That's what's gonna happen tomorrow night because I'm prepared, I train, ready than never to get it done. So one way or another, I'm gonna get it done tomorrow.
He is the lineal MMA heavyweight champion. He is the baddest man on the planet, Francis Ngannou!
Ladies and gentlemen, we could have just left you with that. But we have two more main events of our triple headliner tomorrow night live on Netflix. And this next one is a bit of a fan favorite. In the welterweight division, 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, holding a professional MMA record of 14 wins versus 8 defeats with 11 wins by knockout. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Platinum Mike Perry. Official weight for Mike Perry, 169.6 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, is the West Coast here, ladies and gentlemen. Fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night with a professional record of 22 wins versus 13 defeats with 14 submissions and 4 knockouts. Fighting out of and representing Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, Nate Diaz. Official weight for Nate Diaz, 168.6 pounds. And now for the final time, before you see these two on Netflix, Nate Diaz, Mike Perry, face off. King Velasquez in the middle still, ladies and gentlemen. And now a moment with these two legends with Ariel Helwani.
He is the one and only BKFC King of Violence. Mike, fired up. Tell us what's going on right now.
Let's go, bro. We keep facing off. We keep talking about fighting. Tomorrow night, we getting in there. We gonna do it. I'm ready for this. This my favorite part.
Prediction? What's the official prediction?
I'm taking the judges out of it, bro. I'm getting him out of there. I'm knocking out Nate Diaz.
Cannot wait for it. BKFC King of Violence. No, please don't do that. The one and only Platinum Mike Perry. Nathan, it's great to see you, and dare I say, we haven't seen you in this kind of shape in quite some time. What's been the difference?
Fight motherfuckers.
Well, I'm wondering if the test that is Mike Perry gave you some extra motivation. Uh-oh. I didn't tap.
I'm motivated to be back. I'm glad to be here. Coming out of Stockton, California. You already know what's up. Hey, I came here to kill and go home unkilled, motherfucker. It's good to see everybody.
Give it up for Stockton's own Nathan Diaz!
Ladies and gentlemen, you see Francis Ngannou, Felipe Lins. You see Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. But there's one more. Our main event, our final main event of our triple headliner, featuring two of the biggest names in not just the history of mixed martial arts, not just the history in combat sports, but two of the biggest names in the history of sports and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event, live on Netflix, the debut of MVP MMA tomorrow night, live from Los Angeles. 5 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. She enters the hexagon tomorrow night with a professional record of 7 victories versus just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. She was the first woman to headline a major mixed martial arts main event. And tomorrow night, she makes her highly anticipated return. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the trailblazer and the original face of women's mixed martial arts. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Conviction Carano. Official weight for Gina Carano, 141.4 pounds. And now her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. She re-enters the cage with a professional record of 12 wins versus just 2 defeats, with 9 submissions and 3 knockouts, with 8 wins in less than 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Olympic bronze medalist, the UFC Hall of Famer. She was the biggest name, men or women, in the sport of mixed martial arts. And tomorrow night, she makes her return. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the icon, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right, you niggas standing beside me. How can some people I love hang around pussies who try me? Let's go. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Let's go. Let's go. I'm whipping around like 600 niggas. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You niggas do better than I do, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, official weight for Ronda Rousey, 142 pounds even. And now for the final time, before you see these two live on Netflix in the main event tomorrow night, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, Conviction, and Rowdy face off.
Nigga, you ain't know. They got me stressed out on death row. I seen money, but baby, I got the demo. You feel me, go, you pop, and I ain't talking till I'm well paid. Them paid now, nigga, look what they'll make. Bitches and cops is separate. Niggas on the block, bunch of thug like niggas on the ride. A lot of time, ask me how I am a boss, playing getting high. And when I'm rolling by, niggas can't see me. And you'll never realize.
And now let's hear from these two, our two final main eventers with Ariel Helwani.
Gina, we'll start with you. You said about a month ago you'll let us know how much weight you lost to get to this weight. And in the end, you revealed today it was 100 pounds. 100 pounds Gina Carano lost to get to this weight. But you went down to 141. Why'd you go 4 extra pounds?
I got paranoid. What I have to say about that is never give up. Set some goals. I mean, I had no idea I could get down to 141. I got lighter than Ronda today. That was pretty cool. So live your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. Do the hard thing. That was the hardest thing I've ever done, but here I am, and that was the first victory. I'm gonna give you another victory tomorrow night.
You matched her energy in an interesting way. She was very intense. You were dancing. Why did you do that?
Why do I dance?
She's in your face. We don't usually see someone dancing in that moment. It was great, just unique.
If I'm dancing, I'm feeling real good.
Sign. Can we get an official prediction?
A what?
An official prediction for tomorrow night. You say you're going to win. How are you going to win?
Any way I can.
And wait, she is finally back, everyone. 17 long years. Y'all must have forgot. Gina Carano is back tomorrow night. And Ronda Rousey is back tomorrow night as well after 10 long years. It's been a while since we've seen a vintage Ronda Rousey weigh-in face-off. Good to see one again. What's going on in your mind 24 hours away from this big return, Ronda?
You know, usually I'm just trying to skip to this part and get to the end, but man, it's really cool to be here. Thank you guys for all coming out. It's my very last weigh-in. I'm glad you could all be part of it, and I can't wait to kick some ass tomorrow.
To be clear, there's no chance, even if it's a great vintage armbar quick win, there's no chance that you'll fight after tomorrow. This is it. You're done after tomorrow night.
I'm having some babies after this, so I'm busy the night after the fight.
Fair enough. Did she surprise you, by the way? How good she looked and how much weight she lost? 100 pounds, and now she's weighing under you, at least as of now.
I wasn't surprised at all. I believed in her from the very beginning. I'm glad she proved everybody wrong, and we're going to prove everyone wrong together tomorrow. And I'm going to prove everyone right that thinks I'm going to win.
And finally, we've seen you knock out people. We've seen you slam them and, of course, armbar them. What are we getting tomorrow night?
I don't know, man. It could be anything. I can do it all.
A great tease. You got to tune into Netflix tomorrow night for the return of Ronda Rousey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know what else to give you. The triple main event, MMA live on Netflix. It's all for free if you're on Netflix. Tomorrow night, right here at the Intuit Dome. There's final tickets remaining at Ticketmaster.com. Good night. MMA is live on Netflix tomorrow night.
And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to do that.
What's up? We are back. Okay, I mean, that's how you do a weigh-in. I'm pretty sure. If you see a new face, we got Cain Velasquez here. You just hopped down. First of all, legend in the building. Thank you for being with us. You were up there for the face-offs. Francis, Philippe, how did that feel to be up there with those guys?
It felt great just to be there and be a part of the energy, be part of the energy from the crowd here, but then also just the fighters. See familiar faces, but also just that intensity of what comes with an event like this. So just amazing to be here, blessed to be here.
Francis said he respects you as a man. Whatever happens in there was business. What did you whisper to him? I know you had some exchange. Can you share with us?
It was just like two old friends seeing each other after a long time, and, you know, it being a surprise. So, man, just a big hug, you know, wish him good luck, go do his thing. I have all the faith in him, you know, and what he does and what he brings to the table every time. So, again, I'm just enjoying this moment of being here. Yeah.
Are we going to see more of you in that position, going up there doing these things more?
I'm here. I'm here.
I love it.
Thank you.
Let's do it. All right, Kenny, Tyron, what did you guys think of that? I mean, obviously a lot happened. What was your highlight?
The tension a little thick in here, you know. Parnas and Cross was facing. They got a little handsy. Mike Perry got in his face. It was relaxed and calm, all whipping to this point. Now it's really time to fight and get it on. Right. You know, Gina got in Ronda's face, and they both was kind of relaxed and composed. Me and Kenny had a good time with that, so I feel like we're going to see some great fights tomorrow night.
I was going to say, for me, the thing that stood out was Rousey and Carano seemed a little bit more serious at the weigh-in. You know, they've been very nice, and they were respectful, but to me, I think the intensity was heightened between them when they stared at each other. I think they're ready for business, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Ariel tried to get some more out of them, and they're like, no, this is it.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. Are we happy for Ronda? Obviously, this is it. She keeps putting a stamp on it. She's not coming back. It's a little emotional, right? To see her.
For sure. Listen, I thought that maybe she would come back. You know, there's a lot of people that would love to fight Ronda Rousey, and of course there's a lot of money on the table for her if she's just supposed to go out there and get the win. But, you know, when she went out there and said that she wants to go and have babies, then I believe her. That's probably a pretty good excuse, and maybe that's the last thing. So we should really take that experience in tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us. You know it's going down tomorrow night live on Netflix. It is the 16th. It goes 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to myself. I'm going to thank myself. That's what Snoop Dogg does. I want to thank Kenny Florian, Tyron Woodley. I want to thank Cain Velasquez, and of course, Rhonda, Gina, Nate, Mike, Francis, Felipe, and all the rest of the fighters for joining us today. And thank you to all the fans and media in attendance today. MVPs Rousey Carano takes place tomorrow night back here at Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California, streaming live globally only on Netflix. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. We'll see you later.